What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here with his Jewish Cato, Lee Syatt, for another fun-filled episode of the Church New Testament. It's October 21st. Chop, chop, chop. 9 more weeks to Christmas, and you're still looking at me like I'm missing the boat. Anyway, we're here. I'm ready for a tremendous Tuesday. How about you?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Let's kick this off with a quick advertising from the advertiser. Listen, we don't like doing this, but this is how we got to do it, all right? They want it in the beginning. That's how they want it, all right? He's got a wedding to pay for with an open bar. I got a kid. She wants to go to private school. Things are happening, all right? So we'll be right back. We're back. Get it together. Get those blue shoes. Anyway, what's up, dog?
I'm good, dude. I miss you.
What the hell you been all week?
I've been in Massachusetts losing. I can't, dude. Every time I go to a casino, I need to hire someone to beat me up because I can't win a bet at a casino.
Can you not read a book? Can you not take an online course, at least to guide you there? You know, after a while, listen, I don't have the patience to stand there. But at least like years ago, listen to this. I didn't even have an idea about poker. I grew up in the wildest place. Everybody plays poker here. I'm the only Cuban that don't play fucking poker or dominoes. HBO had a website for The Longest Yard. No. The Longest Yard had a website. Remember before they released it, they had pictures on there and you could buy merch and all this shit. But if you went, they had a section for gambling. And that's how I learned to play poker, because you'd play with fake chips.
Right. Oh, when I'm playing with fake chips, I win every time. And then I go in and...
But at least I learned, listen, today I forgot. That was when The Sopranos were on TV and Longest Yard.
Right.
I forgot how to play poker. But I'm saying at least I fucking, like, you like to gamble.
I love it.
So how do we up the odds for you to make money?
The problem is, I heard, this could be fake. I heard Dana White, banned himself from the casinos because he was doing so bad. Because you got to go in, he has the way to do it. You got to go in with $2 million, 3 hands and leave.
Correct.
And I sit there, I have a drink, because I'm such a degenerate. I think I'm going to win with $25 hands. You're not going to do shit with $25 hands.
Well, you never fucking know. That's why you're sitting at that table. How many times do you guys think that the Cuban Jew, Joey Diaz, doesn't get $50 in chips just to play blackjack on DraftKings, okay?
Oh, I love doing it on DraftKings.
Even though I know I'm going to lose that 50, because it ain't enough dough. But the other motherfucking day, I hadn't gambled in fucking 10 days, and I went on there and I had a $3 bonus.
Okay.
Something else.
You bet $3?
No, I bet $1 slots. And all of a sudden I won a jackpot for 130.
Damn.
And then I took it down. I said, all right, up to 100, I'm going to bet 5s. And anyway, I ended up the morning with 338 over the $3.08 I had.
Whoa.
And that happens. And that's why you take a check. Does it always happen? Not really. But I was in the hospital. The gods were like, fuck it, give him a break. Give him a fucking break.
You were in the hospital again?
Fuck yeah, I told you about this shit.
Jesus, dude.
But I'm fucking, listen, man, this has been going on for 11 months. This has been going on since December of last year. Last November, I started eating fucking mushrooms like they were going on. Between the mushrooms, the fucking ear, I don't know what happened. I got the flu. I ended up in the hospital in January. I couldn't breathe. February, same shit. This time they tried to blame diverticulitis. What's up, George? March, I got it again. That was the worst I did. But this shit that went on for the last month, I couldn't even tell, because every day I went for hope. I'm taking these minerals now. I switched to these vitamins. Hope for this. I'm taking peptides for my lungs. I'm doing all this shit. And I can't walk a flight of steps. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on. But then it started progressing. It started progressing. And I noticed it when I went to the gym. That, come on, I could do a half hour of boxing, 3-minute hitting the bag, hitting the mitts, fucking hitting the speed bag. You go back to the fucking whatever. I could do that with my eyes closed. 3 times a week. I would go in there and I felt like I was going to faint. I was going to have a fucking stroke. I didn't know what was going on. The times got shorter and shorter. And then, guys, I didn't even tell you motherfuckers this. So I turned myself into the hospital on Tuesday, right? Because listen, this time I realized the hospital is a lot like going to the joint. Because when I got out, people were like, when'd you get out? No, I was in the hospital, not when I got out. You know what I'm saying? The fuck is wrong with you?
Jesus, I turned myself in.
Let me tell you what happened here. These performances after the podcast, walking me up the stairs, is unacceptable. Unacceptable. The last one was unacceptable. The one before that was unacceptable. And I appreciate you guys always take care of me and help me. But this wasn't about you guys. This is about me. I just couldn't do it. And then Friday, I went to Freehold, to the weed store, or maybe the English Town, to Rooted. And on the way back, I got so excited. I had to pee.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled over right by my house, right by the Arab restaurant. I made a fucking right turn, and there's a parking lot there. There's El Nido's there and all the gym. And I pulled behind there, and I just took my seatbelt off, ran out of the car, and piss came out everywhere. Like it went from 0 to 60. Like I got to pee now. Like luckily I didn't break in my pants. I think I peed on my shoes. I got new shoes. You'll never see those Adidas again. They were bad luck. Fucking, and this one, guys, so you pee. I had a towel in the back because I knew this was happening. I dried my hands. I got that anti-sanitizer. I go to get in the fucking car. And guys, I wasn't even in the seat. 2 minutes. I had to get out of the seat. I couldn't breathe. It felt like my legs up close like this was locking this up.
Damn.
I knew I wasn't getting no heart attack. I grew up in the hills of North Bergen, motherfuckers. There ain't no heart attack coming here. If I go out, I'm going to get shot like Kennedy or something like that, right? Like fucking Charlie Kirk, whatever the fuck.
Oh. Listen, at least you're doing it to yourself now. Before I was getting mugged, now you're getting assassinated.
Listen, I'm not talking about suicide.
No, assassinated.
I don't want you to think I'm at home massaging my jugular vein, putting cream on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like betting Detroit tonight. Nah. Anyway, so guys, it wasn't a 2-minute episode like what you guys usually see. It was a 25-minute episode in the rain. And here's what gets worse. I had to open up the truck, get out to my feet, open up the window on my truck, and I had to hang in there because I couldn't, my legs wouldn't carry me. Who was I going to call, guys? My wife was at the movies with Mercy. I mean, you guys live up here. Who am I going to call? So I just wanted to get home. And sure enough, I go to get in the truck and I got to pee again. And now it started all over. I sat in that parking lot for 40 minutes. People going to get Chinese food kept stopping. Are you all right, sir? Yeah. I just puked on my sneakers, whatever. No, I couldn't fucking get back in the car. I couldn't breathe. So I knew there was a problem. Saturday, it went okay. Sunday at the baseball game. That was it. It was raining. I walked a little quicker, and I had to pee. And by the time I got to the car, guys, again, it just blew up. That thing that happened at the mall that we joked about last week,
right?
That was not good. That's unacceptable, gentlemen.
Right.
That's unacceptable. That's a health problem. So Monday, I went to the boxing gym, and I lasted 14 minutes.
And what happens? Like, it just, you can't catch your breath, or you just can't even breathe at all?
I had the fucking inhaler. You start with the warm-up, and after that first warm-up, I knew. I got on the bike to warm up for 2 rounds, which was 6 minutes, and I could barely get off it. And then I got in front of a heavy bag. I think I did 2 rounds in front of the heavy bag, or maybe a round and a half, and I was like, this ain't working today. This was all hot. And then Tuesday, I went to the regular gym. I did 20 on the bike, but then I started lifting 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I went home. I waited for Terry to come home. I told her to take my blood pressure, and it was out there. But I'll fucking Enrique post this for all his shit, so you motherfuckers know at home, Uncle Joey ain't going nowhere. That was my blood pressure. Wednesday night. Take a look at those numbers.
197 over 127.
120 is a stroke, guys.
And were you feeling anxiety? Or like, what was going on?
So after 20 fucking sticks, This is where the comedy comes in, okay? So after the fucking, because I had a lump on my leg. They're like, you shouldn't have that lump on your leg. And it does hurt a little bit. It's like a fucking, I bump into shit. I don't know about you guys. When you get to 50, you bump into shit, ledges that don't belong there. You just don't see them. Let's be honest. You just don't see them. But you bump into this shit. So they're like, we have to scan your leg and do this and do that. And I've been going there for shortness of breath, so the lung department is great, and the heart department is fucking superb. Like the people I'm dealing, I got to go back and see them Wednesday. But there's something not right. The heart is clean, but there's something that's not right. I feel it, like the air. Maybe it's a nozzle. Maybe a nozzle broke and fucking the air's leaking out. I don't fucking know.
The heart nozzle. Yeah, you've been saying that even before the hospital, like last year happened.
So I went, and I went this time. Oncology came in, and they fucking scaled they said I had a lymph node in my leg that's obstructing the flow.
Okay.
And that my bladder is overfilling. Fuck. 10 years ago, I was kidnapping people and putting them in the trunk of a car. Today, my bladder is overfilling. You understand what that does to your ego, gentlemen? At some point, you go, what the fuck? I should ice my... Why did I stop doing coke? To go out with a lymph node to my fucking leg? I was meant to go in a hotel with some fat hooker farting in my mouth with powder all over my face like I was snorting jelly donuts part-time. The
Jesus,
fuck?
dude, yeah.
Now I got an overfilled bladder that goes to my kidneys, which in turn makes my heart go into rumbata, or whatever the fuck, rumbation.
Okay.
Something with an R. And then it goes up to my fucking anxiety. So basically, before my wife drove me to the hospital, I was 202 over 212. And whenever my heart drops, your blood pressure goes.
Okay.
Dog, I woke up. Well, we'll talk about that later. I had 41.
41 what?
My heartbeat was like the pulse.
Okay.
And that's unacceptable.
That's low, right?
Yeah. So my wife took me in that dog. When they looked at my blood pressure and they checked my fucking pulse, they were like, get him in there. Within minutes, I had an IV. I mean, sometimes you're in there like 2 hours downstairs. And I accept it. I'm the one that's sick that I never complain. I like the emergency room. The emergency room is like going to court. If you're a professional and you're really a student of life, you're not going to learn anything in life until you go to courts, see a court session live where people have to plead their cases and shit.
Right.
That's brilliant. Or an emergency room.
Yeah, I've been there a lot this year.
And see what these people do under high stress situations. So come to me next time about your yoga studio and how it's so stressful to have it. Listen, go get a job part-time at that. When you watch people and women in the emergency room and men nurses, you get a whole new respect for these people. A whole different respect. The one thing is, this is a field, unless you love it, it ain't going to work. If you don't like cleaning people's assholes, don't get into it because it's going to happen. If you don't like cutting some chubby guy's nails, don't get into it because you're going to have to cut them. These girls do shit and these men that are fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, every time I'm in a hospital like that, it humbles you. You're like, Jesus Christ, this is how I should love stand-up. Look at what these women do till 7 in the morning. It's a 12-hour shift, motherfucker. They average anywhere from 10 to 18,000 steps a fucking shift.
At least, yeah. And then, like, Matt, because you're at a nice hospital. I went to an emergency room earlier this year at, like, a not nice one where, like, they bring homeless people in who are going nuts. Like the people who work there are fucking crazy. Like, I don't know how you do it.
Bitch, let me tell you something. My wife pulls up to valet. At the emergency room, they got valet in Jersey. So my wife pulls up to the valet. She goes, there's no fucking valet there. She goes, I'll just drop you off, and I'll park right over there. There was parking spots. I'm not even out of the car 2 minutes, and I go to grab my suitcase, and I look, and it's like a chubby sister with a chubby brother with a white T-shirt on with something around his left wrist, and blood is everywhere.
Jesus.
Do I stop? Do I go, what happened, brother? Fuck no. I pick up my bag and I keep moving because I'm cutting this motherfucker off. I'm not letting him get to the hoop before me because I'll faint in that fucking thing. just watching this poor brother bleed to death is not going to work out for Uncle Joey. So I beat him to the thing. Boom, they scan your shit. Bop, bop, beep, beep, boop. Joe Diaz, Jose Diaz, whatever, their birthday, and they sat me down. Guy could jump right on me, did blood pressure. They didn't even hesitate. They took me right into the fucking STS machine
EKG,
where they put the EKG, blood pressure. Before I got out of the blood pressure room, I already had a fucking thing in my arm. And usually they take you to emergency until you wait. They were like, you're on a different level tonight. They took me right to my room. Thank God, knock on wood, it was a single room. You got to give Jersey Shore a lot of credit for that. I love the food. I love everything. The nurses were fantastic. So that's what's going on with me. So I doubled up and they fucking lowered some prescription, hired some prescriptions, because the problem was I was on like 4 diuretics. No wonder I'm peeing fucking constantly.
Oh, yeah.
You guys don't know how Uncle Joey lives. You guys have no idea. I get up in the morning, I pee. It's a long one. Okay, you wash your hands, you throw some water on your face, a toothbrush, you go outside, you make a cup of coffee. The only times I just drink a cup of coffee a little bit, motherfucker, I gotta fucking pee again. And that's no fucking easy thing. That's like 25 steps back and forth. I'm not in the mood. I just woke up. So sometimes I just take my dick right off the balcony because I got no class, right? I just make believe I'm out there looking for an owl and shit and take my dick out. Sometimes I piss on the balcony. Sometimes
Are you already sitting on the balcony, or do you walk out to the balcony?
No, I wake up every morning and go to the balcony, regardless of the weather.
Wait, are you talking about front or side?
The back.
All right, the back one. All right, thank God. I thought you were in the front waving to the neighbors.
Nah, I'm in the back because that's where the sunlight is.
Oh, okay.
There's no sunlight on that side of the house.
Gotcha.
I don't want to sit out there with cold people. I come to the warm side of the house and fucking at least I get some vitamin D. I look at the trees. I thank the Lord.
Right.
But that's how my day starts, okay? And then I put the coffee cup down. I walk down the stairs. And by the time I go down the stairs again, I got to fucking do another 2-minute pee. And it don't stop there. Now I have like water downstairs. I drink that. I come up, wash my pussy, go to the kitchen. No more coffee.
Right.
A glass of water with ice, a lot of ice.
How much are you drinking?
I got to drink. I'm thirsty. How much they tell you to fucking drink? Everybody tells you, hydrate. When we were kids, nobody drank water. I don't know. Right? When I was a kid, I never drank water. It was Coca-Cola, Cuban soda, a fucking...
Gatorade.
That's it. No, fuck that
No
shit.
Gatorade?
No, I had Coke in my house. I waste my time with Gatorade.
So it sounds like the peeing is like the main issue.
But I take a vitamin combo and a prescription combo right around breakfast. That's around 7:30. I sit, everybody's gone. I do what I got to do on the computer, pay some bills, whatever, and then I shoot to the gym. By the time I get to the gym, I get on that bike and I do 20 minutes.
Okay.
Different levels, like it's a HIIT program. Like I go from, by the time I get off that bike, listen, if you're in my way, you're going down. I don't care if you're old, young. And I tell people, timber, because you're going down. I'm taking you with me. And don't get in that bathroom and fuck around. Don't get in that bathroom and fuck around. I'll choke you to death. And if not, I go right outside and take my dick out. People doing those things when they push. You ever see those people? They push the sleds. No,
Yeah.
I've been out there 10 times. And then I go back out there while they're out there and I ask the gym trainer, hey, let me ask you something. Don't it smell like piss back here? You guys got to get rid of that cat. And he's like, I smell it all the time.
I pay too much for dues every month, and it's you.
You believe that I torture him about the pee? I even torture him.
But now they're never gonna. Well, now they might, because they might see this, but they wouldn't ever guess it was you if you're the one complaining about it.
No, I'm the one that calls them over and go, guys, it smells like pee over here.
This is ridiculous. Unacceptable.
Oh, it's unacceptable. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And but I called you and you told me that at least they let you sleep. They didn't wake you up at 4 a.m. to ask you how tall you were this time.
No, listen, there were some nice people, and let me see. Tuesday night, I got in there. Good movies while I was in there. Look, there was a tremendous horror combination one day. The Omen went right into The Exorcist.
Oh,
holy shit! And I was going in the kitchen because I had my own pass. You know what I'm saying? Like I worked with one of the nurses to give me the combo. There was me and a little black lady. She was working for every dime they were going to pay. Who pays when you're in the hospital when you're old? Medicare. She was milking Medicare. She was taking 3 orange juices at a time.
Yeah.
I was back there making hazelnut coffee. Nobody found it. Lenny goes, the coffee here is not good. They had a fucking one of those thing machines. I'm back there.
Well, yeah, because not everyone has a code to the employee kitchen.
Yeah, but then they left it open a lot this time. So I would go in there, dog, the one night. All right. So anyway, so the first night I'm down there, boom, boom, not a bad night. I think I just didn't sleep. They tested me. They did the finger for the fucking blood, the blood pressure, which was great. They're a great fucking hospital when it comes to that. But I asked the nurse, I go, I'm in here for high blood pressure. If you don't let me sleep, she goes, listen, I'll do this test at 11:30, do the breath thing, and then you go to sleep till 4:30, 5:30. But Joey Diaz is an old fucking fart. So I'm up a doodle at 4:30. And they would say, like, you can't eat because you have a test this morning. Dog, I'd go right to the kitchen in front of him. Even with the thing that said NSFO, do not feed. I went right in the fucking kitchen, started drinking orange juices, made a hazelnut coffee, drank the coffee right there in the kitchen, and then said, you know what? I'm going to eat 6 boxes of Rice Krispies. And that's exactly what I did. I ate 6 boxes of Rice Krispies.
Dry or with milk?
With milk. What do you think? I'm a communist?
How long did it take you to eat 6 boxes? I know those little mini ones.
6 minutes. This is a prison. Listen, my prison technique came back. Number 1, they have milk, non-fat milk, 2% milk, orange, apple, cranberry. Ooh. Okay? That's the first shelf.
Yeah.
The second shelf, they got chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding. The chocolate pudding is the worst ever. Even I made better pudding in prison. Oh, god awful. Looks like, you ever take a shit and it's extra dark?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about this pudding. It's extra dark. You got that look to it. It took me down memory lane. And then the bottom, they have Schweppes, diet, and real ginger ale.
Okay.
But dog, on the top, you open it up, and it's Hershey, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry ice cream, plus lemon and cherry Italian ice. Come on, bro. This is a class action hospital.
Listen.
Plus, at 7 a.m., if you don't want to wait for breakfast, you can order your own breakfast. They deliver it. Some little guy with a hat. How much change you need? How much is the tab? 13. Bring up a 20. It's all yours within seconds. This motherfucker, you put the phone down. He's right there, little Filipino.
Still someone else.
He's right there. Tremendous, dog. Tremendous. But I didn't give a fuck. Like they told me you can't eat after midnight. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. But the third day, I was looking through my bag, and guess what I found in there?
Some sort of drug.
A vapor pen. A good one, too. One of those $80 ones. Dog, I hit 3 times. My blood pressure was 190. They were back in there. We don't know what's going on.
Like you just happened to find it. Like you didn't put it in there on purpose.
I don't remember putting it in there.
Of course
I must have put it in there when I went to watch a movie or something. I forgot I even had it. I just went in there and go, oop, what the fuck? And the connector worked for me. I had one of the connectors.
One of the chargers.
I started charging that motherfucker. I had to hide it, though, because they told me there was a patient that had 17 vapor pens in there, and he was smoking by the oxygen, and the place was going to blow up. I just made sure I smoked in the bathroom with the water on, you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
To put some moisture in the air.
Remember the Green Book where the black dude lived above, like, the concert hall?
Yeah.
You just got to get an apartment in the hospital. Just with like that ice cream at all times, just to get whatever. I'm surprised you didn't bring a fucking bong to the hospital.
No,
why are you smoking in the hospital?
Because, dog, it gets lonely in that room.
I know, but
you're looking at 3 fucking walls. My view was a fucking roof with a ladder going to nowhere. It was like, go up that ladder, you're going to die. You're going right to heaven. That's all I had, to stay away to heaven or to hell. Just take a shot at it, all right?
Yeah, but don't you have any ABS left?
Listen. We've been friends for I don't know how long. You've listened to my bullshit for I don't know how long. When are you going to figure out that your Uncle Joey's a fucking addict? That he needs to burn the candle somewhere? Okay?
Do it with Rice Krispies then. What the?
Listen, the Rice Krispies were great, but they ain't doing nothing for my coconut. When I'm getting surrounded all day with stupid questions, what medication do you take at home? What are you bothering me for? You see my wife here? If my wife ain't here, I'm like one of those commies. I don't know nothing.
You just think your name.
You ever see those Vietnam
Agent
people?
Rank.
Agent 466674. I don't know nothing. I know the Declaration of War. You know, that type of shit. That's what I'm saying. Guys, I don't know nothing. I have become such a fucking memory lane dude. Like, I remember shit now, and I giggle. I almost crashed the car this afternoon thinking of something funny that happened, you know?
I like it, but Jesus
16
Christ.
years you've been running with me. You haven't figured out.
I figured it out, but you...
Listen, if there was no weed, and you were stuck with me, and I was up by your mom's house.
Right.
You don't think I'd raid that fucking medical bin? Because I know she's got to have a goodie bag in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to have something that hits heavy. And it's not going to be every night. As long as I hit it one night just to mellow me out.
Yeah, but you have edibles. You can't breathe and you're smoking.
I didn't have edibles. I did not have edibles or marijuana leaf.
You got to have like a hospital-only kit of it. Like, this is why you don't eat every ABX that you have as soon as you get it.
Well, they were
giving it to you by the case.
I don't know if you see. There's none around. We ate the ones in the cup. When George is out of ABX, you got a problem.
Yeah.
George will whip out the ones he ate with Abe Lincoln. I got some in the freezer. Don't worry about nothing. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Anyway, what else is going on, Lee?
I had a good weekend, dude. I'm not saying I killed, but I had the best hosting week that I've had. I did a lot better of like opening up.
What did you do different? You slowed it up.
Yeah. I slowed it up, and I asked like who's celebrating stuff, and it was like they were fun shows, but they weren't hugely packed. So it was a little bit. The first one I didn't do that, but then the second I was like, I'm sick of not doing well as a host. So the second and the third one, going up first is a completely different thing, and I was really happy with my weekend. My weekend was pretty good. I had fun. I got to see my mom, and it was you called me this morning. You're like, I don't know. Don't worry about coming back, maybe. And I was like, I left. We had a 6:00 show last night, and I got in the car as soon as it was over, and I was back by midnight when the garage closed.
When I got up this morning, I waited for about an hour or two, and I just wasn't feeling it. I don't want to rush anything. I have to be ready by November 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I really have to be ready by November 5th, and that's 2 weeks away. You don't look like you. I'm an ugly dude, but I ain't trick-or-treating. You know what I'm saying? You want to come over and lick my nutsack, you're more than welcome.
You don't even got to wear a costume.
No, but that's, like I just want to rest the next 2 weeks.
Right.
I got a couple of doctors who want me to figure out where the fuck, what's the next move. I got Wednesday, I got fucking Thursday. Thursday night we got the show, so I'm going to make it for that. And then I got another week of dicking around, and then we got to be ready for war. And that's it. That's just the way it is. So at least I get 2 weeks to get healthy, and bing, bang, boom.
Oh yeah,
It
was too bad we missed you at the dojo that night last week.
Yeah,
that was a fun night.
Listen, I wasn't supposed to turn myself in until Friday. My plan was Friday morning because I wanted to do the dojo Wednesday night, and then my daughter had the, which guys, it's been a hell of a weekend. But my daughter had orientation, not really orientation. She went to visit St. John Vianney. And it was, it's like me smoking pot at 12 and listening to Led Zeppelin. It opened up her mind immediately. It opened up her avenues immediately. I like it. She wants to go visit some other place, whatever the fuck she wants to do. But it's a real pleasure to watch your children grow. I know a lot of you guys don't have kids, or maybe you don't want kids. A lot of you people have children already. But that's one of the best things when they come to you and they talk to you. And they're enthusiastic. That's always a great thing. But there was something that was bothering me about something. I want to talk to you about it, Lee.
Okay.
Because you know me. Listen, when I got into comedy, my brother George will tell you I was a lost soul like 90% of the people in America. I had no fucking future. The only thing I was good at was maybe robbing people, gas stations, drug dealers. And you guys laugh. And he'll tell you.
But you were good at it.
Listen, I had a nose for it, okay? Let's just say that. If you had cocaine in your house, I could sniff it the fuck out, okay? But it was a petty life, and it didn't work out for me. And the only thing that really appealed to me was stand-up comedy because I had read the Lenny Bruce book. But more than that, listen, I grew up with movie actors that were also kind of outlaws. that weren't fronting, like they weren't Pablo Pascal at the King's March yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With sunglasses
And a scarf.
I didn't grow up around those people. I grew up with people that kept their fucking mouth shut. Steve McQueen. Fucking today, my daughter had some music on in the car. She's going to see this girl on Friday, and I said, "This sounds like a song that would be on in one of those James Coburn movies." I remember Iron Man Flint when he came out dancing and shit. I was a bad motherfucker, that dude. They hung out with Bruce Lee. You know, in my eyes, I like a lot of actors today, but they're either faking the funk or they're really dynamite people. And at the end of the day, you know what dynamite people are. Who gives a fuck? I got into comedy because I felt it was a 1%er type of deal. It's like joining a fucking motorcycle gang. Okay? My plans were not what your plans were. Right. My plans were not what most comics. My plan was to be a biker comic without a motorcycle, like live on the road, like the catcher from Major League, Tom Berenger. In the beginning, he was living in Mexico playing fucking baseball. I'd be happy with that. Was I looking to get rich? No. Cover my rent, and I'll fucking bartend and do comedy at halftime. You know, that's it. Without being bothered. I was prepared to. After prison, I was prepared just to live somewhere in Wyoming, do comedy upstairs, do a show.
Compared to crime, that sounds pretty good.
People have no fucking idea, okay? One thing I learned when I got locked up was I didn't want to get locked up again.
Right.
That's a little too heavy for anybody, okay? Especially when you don't belong there. When you talk to the people around you, and you go, "You guys are nice and shit, and I'm having a fun time." You know, it's like you feel like Pee-wee in The Big Adventure when he's at the bike motorcycle bar. Like, you're like, "You guys are a lot of fun, but I don't ever want to see you motherfuckers again." And some of them were good people. They were like me. They just made mistakes, bro. And that's why they were at the camp level I was in. But to make a long story short, I got into comedy. In the first 5 years, I felt so fucking special. I felt like a criminal that wasn't a criminal. But I still was a part-time criminal. I was still bringing back returns and coffee makers.
You were semi-retired.
And still doing low-life type shit. But it was paying my rent and child support and a bunch of shit in between, you know. And I really admired comedy. And on the road, working with C Comics, opening up for them on triple runs, I started noticing bitterness. You know, guys that were bitter. So what are your goals? I'm going to stick around in Boulder, and then I'm going to go to L.A. L.A.'s for gay people. Unless you're going to suck dick, you're never going to get stage time. You know, I would ask them, "Do you do spots at the Improv?" "No, never. They never give us spots." And "You do spots at the Comedy Store?" "Forget it. They'll never let us in there." And I'm like, "Why are you guys not in L.A. for?" This was like a 6-month span that I'm working with these comics, and they're all fucking D's. And they're anger, and they're bitter. And I remember going back and going, "What the fuck is this? This is the best job in the world. They pay you $75. You got a 50-50 shot of getting your dick sucked. You do some drinking, you do some drugs, and you don't have to get up the next morning. Are you fucking crazy?"
That's pretty great.
You only have to get up if you have responsibility. But think about being a 28-year-old loser that could sleep on anybody's floor. There's no responsibility. When those comedy clubs would give me a hotel room, oh, like the Italian says, "Madonna me." Forget about it. I would fucking, it'd be like that. If they gave me a Motel 6, in my mind, it was the Taj Mahal, guys.
Right.
So think about when we get a hotel room now with a shower on the balcony, what I feel. You understand? Those rooms grounded me, but I'm getting to, these comics taught me. So, no, I was a little down for a while doing comedy. I was going through a divorce. And then through the fucking grace of God, I met a broad in Michigan, and she had balls, and she made me move to Seattle with her. Whatever happened between us the following years is irrelevant. She made me make the move, okay? And she supported my comedy. As much as she was a dirty whore and all that shit, I still love her. I'm angry at her now because she don't check in enough. And we were always based on checking in. We love each other. I still love her to the grave because she's a good egg. And fine, I got to L.A., and Seattle was great. I met Josh Wolf. It was an open mic level. We were all feature acts driving. Nobody was cutthroat yet.
Right.
I slept at your floor. George slept with me. Lee came over. We would go to eat at night after the shows. We would do a show. We take the check, $84 between the four of us. We go to eat. Nobody gets a dime. We're going to eat the $84 and then tip her a nice tip. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. We were gentlemen.
Your friends, not competitors.
Nobody was going to say, well, give me my 20. I want to eat. It ain't that type of party. You either eat or take your 24 fucking dollars. Okay? What do you want? We're a family, man. Listen, once you move to LA, all that changes. Mm-hmm. All those people you met along the way, now it changes. Now the dynamic changes. You're not the kid at that fucking open mic no more. You're in it for the real fucking money now. And relationships get severed. And I'm very happy that when I got to the store, again, I learned how to read people at my mother's funeral. Mm-hmm. And I just got better at it over the years. But when I got to the store, something happened like the first month that I was like, wow, it's that type of party. Okay? And I've been through every party. You know what I'm saying? Like when you've been through every party and this motherfucker pulls this party. So I had a friend called Lionel from Seattle, one of the baddest white motherfuckers I've ever met in my life, beside Pete Rose, all the great white ones, the white dude from New England. Brady, this dude was solid. Musician, but my dog in Seattle. Anybody ever asked me about him, I'd say, give him whatever the fuck he wants. He was a heart of gold, like George. There's different type of people. He was long hair, Langley, would fight you at a drop of a dime, and he was the cook at the comedy club, and he lived in a warehouse. Well, I told you, the windows were broken. You'd wake up at 4 a.m, there'd be 3 black guys smoking crack. Oh, but this guy brought excitement to your life.
Right.
When you thought you were like most people, every night he went home to something different. It was like your uncle. He went home to something different. Once he went to that basement and locked that door and put the TV on, it could be 1 a.m. God knows who's going to knock on that door. And let me tell you something to the common person that turned home, well, that won't work in my life because I work. These people weren't thinking about work. These people went to work when it was proper for them. Like, I don't know how many times I bump into people like, I got to work tomorrow. I haven't been there for 4 days. Haven't been there for 4 days. You know what I'm saying? It was a different time then.
Yeah.
I haven't been there for 4 days.
And
so comedy was like, when I went to LA, listen, I got blessed. Let's find, I hate that word. But God is always, he took my parents, but he's always given me a little bit of leniency. And my brother George knows he gave me Ralphie, man. He gave me Joe Rogan. He gave me Josh Wolf. He gave me Dukerman, the guy from the Comedy Store, and he gave me the Comedy Store and Mitzi Shore. If you can't do something with that, and the guy who made me go to L.A. was a guy by the name of Doug Stanhope. And when it comes pound for pound, he might be drunk right now, but I'll put him up against anybody. I put him up.
And I love him. Motherfucker.
I don't pray for a lot of people. I pray for Doug because he's the last of the real deal. Everybody else is faking the funk.
Right.
And it's really weird. I was surrounded with these people, so I had to learn something and grasp something. But I used my criminality, growing up in that criminal mentality, to push me. And that's how I felt I could deal with comedians. I could pull them aside and go, listen, this is what happened. I think after a month or 2 hours in, I went down there because Lionel was coming to town from Seattle. And he said, get the package ready. So I didn't have any money. I went and sprung $100. And in those days, Chewy, God bless his soul, would give me 620s for 100. So I bought all 620s. I'm sitting there, and at the Comedy Store, you could drink for free. You give the bartender a bump, and they'll let you drink for free. This is back in 97. Yeah, 97. And
can't imagine doing drugs with someone named Lionel.
Canada Dry Ginger Ale, the best. And I've been loyal since 1967, okay? This is what I ordered with fucking Chicken Delight when I was a kid then. I'm not going to lie to you. I got off the ginger ale wagon, and I went over to Tahitian Treat for a while. All of you motherfuckers don't even know what Tahitian Treat is. But always my heart's with Canada Dry Ginger Ale. A lot of people think I'm a Coke guy. That's second. My heart's with ginger ale on some fucking ice cubes.
Oh, yeah.
With, listen to this, guys, the fucking anyway, we're not gonna get into that. So I had this cocaine, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and I'd already done 2 packages on my own. And my girlfriend at the time was a little strict about cocaine, but I was always saved one because she liked when I put on her monkey, and then she ate my ball sack. It was a tremendous. Whenever you gave her coke, she'd go right for the ball sack. I loved all that shit. Tremendous.
Sounds like a ghost.
She's great. I miss her. So a guy came up to me that I knew from the comedy scene. I didn't know him long, but I knew him long enough, you know? He knew people I knew and was starting to talk. And I go, you want to do a... He goes, man, I'm tired. I don't know. You want to do a blast? He goes, you got one? I go, yeah. Come on. I give him 2 blasts. And he goes, man, that's the first time I've done that in a while. That shit is good. I go, listen, I got 3 packages. Take one. And we're good. I gave him a package. About 3 weeks later, there's a meeting. And he's at that meeting. But in retrospect, there's a dear friend of mine at that meeting. He doesn't know that we know each other. And the agent suggests, have you seen the comedian Joey Diaz? The kid I gave the 2 bumps to and the 20, yo, that coke fiend, I wouldn't let him on this project. He got back to me that night.
That's how quick it got back to you?
Because I knew the guy.
Right.
I knew the guy, and he goes, Coco, listen what's going on. And I never really said nothing to him because I learned a lesson. The lesson is, don't trust none of these motherfuckers. Okay? And I have dear friends that are comedians, but I got them from trust and being in the trenches with them or whatever. I don't... Un tremendo peo, compadre. That's a tremendous fucking... Oh, my God. I had some chicken salad with cranberries in it, multi-grain bread. That is tremendous. And some Yoplait yogurt. Forget about it.
Can you smell the cranberries?
Huh?
You can smell the cranberries?
It's a cranberry mix. It's not nice. Thanksgiving. It's like the day afterward. You know what I'm saying? But I learned something. I learned that people... And a couple things happened. Like comics died, and within 10 minutes, comics were calling them for the booking. You know, just a lot of creepy things you hear over the years. And you learn that by 2000, I learned that it's an occupation that people will sell your soul and attack you. And it's crazy, guys. It really is crazy. And I've always been very proud to be a comic. I've held the comic flag a lot differently than a lot of people. And maybe whatever, you know, whatever. I'm an old man. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't know what's going on in comedy no more. I just know that it's like East Coast rap, East Coast, West Coast.
Right.
In the 90s. Everybody's attacking everybody, and I don't know. I don't have any opinion. You know, it's about the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Listen, what the fuck? You give me $2 million. You think I want to sit here with you guys? God knows what I would have done. But nobody gets put in that position, you know, until they get put in that position. For people to speak out, I don't know. I don't even want to get involved in this, but what's going on with stand-up comedy is not me at all. I've kept my mouth shut. But it's interesting to see what I saw, what you guys never saw over the years. Because this is the only thing I was trying to tell you guys. Over the last 15 years, I've had people come up to me and ask me about different comedians, you know. And you have to sit there, whether you agree with them or not, and go, good guy, I really like him, you know. In the meantime, what you want to say is the guy's a fucking douchebag. He called an agent on me one time and, you know, whatever. But you don't, because you're a gentleman and you don't want to go into that realm. You know, that's how I was raised.
Right. But no one does that anymore.
But no, they were doing it for a while. And now, I don't know what's going on now. But, you know, you have to be aware of your surroundings. And what I was trying to say to you guys is this. It used to hurt me when I would say that to people. You know that, right?
And you say what? Good guy?
Yeah, Lee's a good dude. Even though I just left the comedy club and you did something really bad that 2 weeks ago. Even though you tell people you're a Christian.
Right.
I'm in Toledo, Ohio. I went to Toledo, Ohio as Joey Diaz. You're just a regular at the store. You went up acting up there like fucking Johnny Bananas. and they told you to knock it the fuck off, because that's what happens to a lot of comics. And there's other, because ego is a motherfucker, guys. And like I was telling my nephew, you, and my brother George, what kept me always afloat was never forgetting that I robbed people. I would mug a guy on Boulevard East. Like, how can I play fancy for you guys?
Right.
How can I be DJ Khaled on a boat, with my fat titties shaking, making believe I own the fucking world when.
But at least you, because when you were talking about.
And I'm not patting myself on the back about this, but do you understand why?
No, but there's honor amongst thieves.
The biggest complaint I've got about myself is, Joey, you live in the past. You know why? Because it
happy?
Makes my future fucking solid. Because now I do know how to act.
Right.
Now I do know how to act as a gentleman. Why are we doing this, George? When I was the one that would say, George, get the car. I don't have a license. Who gives a fuck? Why are we doing this?
But here's it, when you were talking about the Triple Run guys who were jaded, the thing
brutal.
But at least they gave it a shot and went to LA. There's people
but
at my level.
But they left LA instead of going, maybe I didn't work hard enough. It was always a blame. And I remember them saying to me, forget about the open mic night at the Improv. Motherfucker, let's drop it right now for you bitches. I got to LA on a Tuesday. I was on the stage store on a Tuesday. On a Monday night, I already did the store 3 minutes. And by Tuesday morning, I was at the Laugh Factory. Ask me where I was on Sunday night.
Where?
The motherfucking Improv for Latino night. I was doing 10 minutes with a suit on. The guy wouldn't make me go up without a fucking suit on. I went and got a suit from the first week.
Right.
And then after 3 weeks, I told him, no, after the next week, I told him to go fuck himself. That man was a good fucking man. He believed in me. And one night I was on that stage for Latino night.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever been to you've been on the stage at the Improv in L.A.
No, I never did that one.
The hallway? Well, if you're in the main stage, if you're talking up there, every once in a while, you look up and there's you ever see a bathroom window?
Okay.
Those little ones that you slide when you open to take a shit.
Right.
That's when you take a shit, when they have a window. When your stinky asshole's going to circulate in there, and I open up the shower in 2 weeks, and your shit is still circulating in the shower, that's where you never take a shit. These fucking young kids. Anyway, what we saying?
So you're on stage at the Improv?
I'm on stage at the Improv, and you notice that little window. And you never think about it. Well, I didn't know this. I'm at the Improv for Latino night, just fucking bombing. And I got out of it, and I thanked the guy for putting me on stage. He goes, come back next Sunday. Didn't pay me. But as I got to the bar, a white dude tapped me on the shoulder. His first name was Richard. And he looked at me and he goes, hey, I'm the talent coordinator here. Start calling in on Mondays for spots. My fucking heart dropped. This motherfucker on the road told me I would never get any love in there on a Sunday night. And here I am on a Sunday night. Not only that, so do you understand when I broke all that shit, I was ready to go. This is just bullshit. This is hey, Nick, so you join the Navy? Yeah, I'm joining. I'm going to be first class Navy SEAL. Oh, me and Lee did it. You think he can do it? He's a fucking pussy. Yeah, he'll never do it. Oh, wait till you get to the rail of death. And they drop you off Alec. And you're looking at this guy going, I grew up with this guy. He couldn't even figure out a paper route. You know what I'm saying? But he's lying to you. Wait, you know those guys all the time? I'm in law school now. What year? Third year. Oh, wait till you take that test. It's a fucking mind racker. Tell them, boys. Oh, yeah. I almost lost. And you take it, and you're like, what the fuck were those idiots talking about?
Right.
What kind of faggots are these guys making a big deal about something that you tackle straight ahead? That's how I felt.
Yeah. It feels good, on a smaller level, if everyone's oh, the audience sucks tonight, no one's good, and then you go up and have a good set, you're like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wiggly. And you walk off that set like a motherfucker's motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My point is that comics weren't supposed to be fighting. We're supposed to be thieves. All these guys that are fighting, all of them, they all are major money earners. Well, I came from the major money earners. Shut your fucking mouth. You go downstairs and you count your money. Why are you fucking going out? These guys all make money.
Yeah.
These guys are all top of the line comedians. I have respect for all of them. I don't give a fuck who went to Riyadh. I'm a felon. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to judge you for something.
Right.
I tried to put a guy in the trunk. I did 1,000 fucking ratty things, so I'm going to judge somebody now. where they get their money from. You know, I won't even say it. A lot of people think that I sold out when I took one of my sponsors. I don't give a fuck. I got a 12-year-old daughter that wants to go to St. John Vianney. That's all I know. When I got into comedy, a wise man once told me, every time you show up for these free gigs, in your mind, I know you're bombing, I know it's not worth it, but think of punching into a job. Think of punching into that job. And at the end of the month, just for your own personal peace of mind, think how many times you punch in. You lose $30 to go to Jersey to do a set. You lose $6 to take a subway. That's the name of the game. But so help me fucking God. And you're hearing it from you're going to get every dollar back. I'm going to be a great famous comedian. Well, they want you to do baby diaper ads.
Bring on the diapers.
And they want to give you $6 million since you had that kid, Lee. I want to be a comic. I want to be a comic. I don't want to make my bones. Okay. You know, that's what you got to grab. You know, take that $6 million, build a stage in your apartment.
Yeah.
And have comedy shows every night by yourself.
Yeah.
Lee's Comedy Night, all by yourself. You're the MC, the host, the dancer, the DJ. You're everything. Every once in a while, I'll drop in and help you out.
Thank you.
But do you understand? I mean, at one point, you have to see what that person's going through. I'm sick and tired of that word. Nobody's a fucking sellout. Before people sell out, they pay major fucking dues.
Right.
All these players, they know they're not worth it. They know they're like, George, they want me to pitch another year. I can't even lob a fucking softball. They want to give me $18 million. What do we do? No, let's not take it.
Kevin Durant just got $45 million for $90 million over 2 years. But even, and I know we're not, like, this is a positive one. If you want to take it out, we can. So the guy who honestly, like, I try to look and see what you're doing. But the guy who I think is like super smart is Daniel Tosh. He doesn't say shit. No one ever talks about him.
Nothing.
He had 18 years of that show. He still tours.
Fucking believe that?
Daniel, and now he has a podcast where he's just goofy, has whoever he wants on. But like he never gets in any drama. You never see anything. But he's like he's like probably a billionaire at this point.
And he always did 44 minutes on a 45-minute set out of respect.
And he hasn't done a special in like decades.
Doesn't need to.
Those specials were great.
He has thousands of hours of footage on YouTube and Comedy Central.
Right.
And I applaud guys. Listen, there's a lot of guys that, you know, everybody tells you they don't want to be Hollywood, but they are Hollywood. Well, explain Hollywood, Joey, if they're making videos to tell you about their week. Who gives a fuck? Like, you're that special. You felt in your head that, hold on, Nikki and Georgie's day isn't going to start till I make a video. And then I get on there and, hey, Nikki, George, how you doing? Walking, yeah, my Goombas.
Right.
That's delusional after a while. And that's how you start looking at these people on Instagram. I turn on Instagram, I see people swinging kettlebells. Listen, I got time for this shit.
Oh,
I got time. They're swinging kettlebell. Come on, guy.
Right.
Everybody's a wrestler, you know.
But even the one thing that I do think is out of control is I'm starting to look at even just any club, but like the ticket prices. The ticket prices that I see for people are like $50 on a Sunday for like, are you crazy?
Look, I got a call 2 weeks ago. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
What they wanted me to charge. And the rinky, like this club contacted CA. Listen, we're doing this. We really want him to do the show. We got an envelope for him, whatever he needs, dancing girls. But I was like, that's weird.
How are they going to pay that? Yeah.
75.
Whoa.
On Wednesday night. I was like, why would I rape these people for this?
No.
I could take them to a theater and get more in there and less the price, you know?
Right.
Some people don't even look at that. I do. It's a club. I'm going to bang you out for that. I want it to look like a Sinatra venue. When he came out with the fucking bow tie and shit.
And I'm not going to name the club, but there's been stuff going around the last couple of weeks of this one club that's been bouncing checks. Like, you always told me to look out for that. And there's one club, and someone was like, hey, the show's on. It's off. Oh, and it's on again. It's off again.
No. That's when you put that person's phone on block. Once they start blissing, don't they? Once a check slips in comedy, guys, and I've been in it for a long time, and I've called like 3 of them. The best was Chicago, where the nephew came in and bought out the uncle. I'm buying this, and I'm opening up 2 more. I'm going to open up When he pitched me the club, I'm like, oh boy, this guy's right out of college. He wanted to mix Studio 54 with comedy, with couches and lights and videos constantly playing and bitches. And he would bring bitches in on Saturday nights, have a party. At the end of the week, it made money because it was a black club. You know how many shows? This is 25 years ago. You know how many shows they do on a Sunday there? 5.
What?
It was D. Ray Davis. That's how long I know.
What time do they start? Noon?
5 in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
If you were in Chicago, they made you stay over and do 2 of the shows. They pay you. But the place was packed. Packed.
Damn. Before or after they sold it? Or both?
No, before they sold it.
Okay.
When that kid came in, he had like a business degree. It's so funny. And within 3 months, he had 3 clubs. And they were booming for about 3 weeks. They were all in Michigan. Everybody goes to Detroit. I can't invest $2.8 million in a comedy club with you guys in Sayreville. Do you know what I'm saying? How long are you going to come to the club in Sayreville before you go? I can see the same guy in the city and get a steak at Smith & Wollensky. You know what I'm saying? So if we are going to invest in Sayreville, let's just get a garage, put some coffee in there, see how it does, and then we'll make it grow. If we need a liquor license, we'll get that along the way. Blah, blah.
Right.
But a lot of these clubs, and I've seen them, once the checks start bouncing or you hear it, and let me tell you something, there's nobody who cries louder than a comic when a check bounces because they were counting on that.
Yeah.
They already had that spent. Okay? Like anybody else in life, you know, and everybody takes shits in life. Everybody gets shit on and whatever you're starting. But that's one of the things always remember. And it's sad. But there's a lot of fucking money in comedy.
For some people. The crazy thing is, and from my point of view, there's money, but it doesn't come until the very, I'm not anywhere near it.
Right now, if the economy is the way it is, you got to assume comedy clubs, little comedy clubs. I know a club right now that had 2 big names. They're not big names, but they're both names the last 2 weeks. He lost money on both of them.
Because what, the comics cost too much? Or
the price that the agents charge for you. And listen, I'm guilty of that too. You know, my agent isn't going to fucking whore me out. I'm old. I don't have time for this shit. Ask them. If they don't give it to you, they don't give it to you. You shake hands and move on. And by you saying no, it makes you stronger sometimes.
And listen,
not doing that.
I love comedy clubs and I need them to be there for me. First of all, between ticket sales, food, and drinks, I don't know if I necessarily believe that they're not breaking even. But even if, let's say, they do lose money, they're making a ton of money when the week before they give me $75 a set, and then they have 80 people in there buying 2 drinks. So they whenever I see a comedy club fail, I'm like, how does that even, how do you really fail?
Somebody's stealing.
Yeah.
Somebody mismanaged the bar. They didn't fucking, John Taffer never went in there. You know? What's that guy's name?
Yeah, John Taffer, something like that. Yeah.
And that's what the problem. Everybody has a business degree. Everybody read a book. Everybody knows this. My uncle's a chef. Everybody's got something.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody does the number one mistake. Don't do it unless you got the money. Just don't do it. I know they're sending you the money from Europe. It's wise guy money. Your uncle robbed a bank in 1982, and it's been buried under a rock. But for some reason, I got interest. And it's just stupid shit.
Right.
And that's what you see happen. Somebody had a dream, and somewhere along the line, they just, I hate when people call me for a movie and they're going to pay you $100 and they tell you it's my story. I optioned my own book. And you're like, why are we doing this? You want me to jump out of a window for $100 and get glass on me? Would you do that? Yeah, I would. No, you're wrong.
Right.
I went to acting school. I don't consider it much, but Jesus Christ, you're not going to give me this money for this. You got to pay me scale and plus. I see who's on the cast. It's just common fucking knowledge. Don't drag me into your darkness.
Right.
If I earn, you earn. So this is how I like comedy clubs. Let's do this. Lee, I'm bringing you in for 4 shows. Lee, we used to do 6 fucking shows here 5 years ago.
I know.
We're down to 4 shows, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe, okay?
Usually 2,
so
3.
what I'm going to do is this. I like you. I'm going to give you 100%.
Right.
If we sell out, I'll give you a little taste. If I get these 30 a night, the comedy club has lost the late night crowd since the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
People complain about diners and restaurants and this and that. Guess what else lost it? 9 o'clock comedy shows. That's over with. Your comedy show has to be 7:30. That's it. People want to go home, Jack. And guess what? Me too. I don't blame them. I'm not mad at people. For years, remember New Year's, Lee? Tell these fucking animals. Did I ever do New Year's countdown? I used to give away money.
7:30 or 8 o'clock. Your whole sales pitch,
7:30.
we'd be home by 10 o'clock.
By 10. Come on, you remember that 7:30 at the Ice House with that dude you guys met. 7:30, New Year's. He'd go, why? Don't you want to do 10:30? Not if you paid me. What do you want? What am I going to make different for you? What am I? Dick Clark? I'm going to go up there 10, 9 with this. Listen, go home. I'm getting you jazzed up so you have if you're a man, this is a perfect idea. Oh, yeah, it's a 7:30 show. Where are we going to go, honey? The fuck? It's the new year. You're going to drag me out to be rubbing shoulders with foreigners and ice and fuck that. Take me home. Let's get a gram of J.O. Let's get a gram of pink cocaine. Let's get everything.
Yeah, and have a party at home.
Yeah, have a party at home. Yeah. But if I'm going to keep you out till 1, now she's tired. I'm so tired. The drinks I had at the bar, sitting there, it was warm in there. Nah. I'm not letting you get to that part, bitches.
No.
I'm cutting that game off. I'm picking you up at 5. Yeah, that's it. Nobody wants to do a second show. So you've lost. Comedy has changed a lot, people. And maybe ticket prices go up for that because it's less shows. See, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but even then, even for one-nighters, I've seen people charge $40 or $50 a ticket. But it sucks. I'm so in next month, I'm gonna be in Boston with Josh Wolf, but we're doing Thursday, Friday. I haven't done a Thursday, Friday, Saturday in in a year. It's usually Friday. It's been a lot of Friday, Saturdays, and honestly, it's been a lot of one show Friday to Saturday.
And I know for a fact that the clubs got lazy and don't want to take a chance because you and I have discovered something. If you're not doing Thursday night, you got no momentum for the weekend.
Right.
In the car business, they say down payment is where I get you, George. George, I know you can make more than $250. Come on. How much can you get me by 3 o'clock this afternoon? Well, if I call my grandmother, I may be able to get another $250. There's always more money.
Right.
Okay, and that's why Thursday nights is just the smartest move in comedy. Because if I get 100 tickets, I give away 150. Nobody needs to know. Not even the comic.
Right.
Pay him for the 150.
But even then, honestly, as a comic, I would either much rather make the same amount of money and have the place full, or instead of having the $30 ticket and having 30 people there, have a $10, $15 ticket and have 80 people. I would much rather.
Let's get to something right now. Do you want the audience that drops their pants? What did I learn at the Brea Improv? I raised my ticket price, and also I started telling the tickets. And in today's market, let me tell you something. Put your tickets low. Watch how people stay away for a few weeks. They think it's a fucking scam because they're so used to paying. Now, I don't want to charge what this guy charges.
Right.
I don't need that.
But you're also at a different level than me.
No, not you. I'm even talking when I go out.
Okay.
People say to me, you're not doing your prices. Right now, Lee, you're at a tough place in your career. You're at a tough place. Now, I told you a couple of weeks ago, you need to get into the commercial business. Mm-hmm. It's time to get an acting agent because comedy is too hard to go through the front door. So you're going to give it a shot what I told you. You got to go through the back door. God forbid you book a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. God knows.
You never know.
Who knows? Who the fuck knows? I was walking through a hallway. I just bombed an audition, and I saw a fucking thing for basketball. And the lady goes, no, I didn't even see it. I was walking by. She goes, are you here for the audition? I'm from North Bergen. I'll do whatever you need at this point.
Absolutely.
I got $3 in my pocket, and I owe $100,000. What do you need for me to do? She gave me sides. I read them. I went in. Next thing you know, I'm fucking on a set with the dudes who created South Park. I didn't even know what South Park was.
Right.
Okay? I didn't have no idea. I'll never forget. I was living in a hotel room from where I ended up living with my wife. in Hollywood for 9 years. It was across from that place. We discussed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a nasty hotel. You could only live in there for 3 weeks at a shot. And I was on the second floor one day, just in the room, like 2 PM, smoking a cigarette. And they're like, "Does Joey Diaz here?" And I kept hearing, "Joey, that's me." It was like the Rocky apartment. Like, is there a Joey Diaz in the building? The phone was in the hallway. And I came downstairs. It was I came downstairs. It was my manager, Joey. "You got the movie." "What movie?" "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, you got the movie Basketball."
Fantastic.
I'm paying $39 to live in this place. And I could only pay 3 nights at a shot. The fourth night was always, maybe I could go to the store and rob a cell phone or something like that. Seriously, this is honesty talking to you guys. And I walk down those stairs, pick up that phone. And Ken Phillips, God bless his soul, says, "You got the movie." He goes, "You need to join SAG. It's $2,500. I'm paying $39 a night for a hotel. He goes, "But they're paying you $5,500 a week for 3 weeks."
That's amazing.
Hold on 1 second. I'm banging my head on the phone. What did you just say? What did you just fucking say? 5,500. So I'm shooting every day. I don't know, Joey. Just wait till they get you there. I'm hanging up that phone and just going up to the room and going. So you never fucking know.
Yeah. And it's
okay. You never fucking know right now. And once people saw me in that, nobody really talked to me, but 3 or 4 people talked. And you need 3 before you get 300.
Mm-hmm. And it's nice because I've been in New York for a year, and I'm finally starting. There's a few people who are like popping up who are finally in my corner. Like there's this one guy who's a sweetheart. He used to be a manager at Rodney's. Just got hired as a manager at a club that is like my dream club to be in this year.
Which one?
A New York Comedy Club. He used to run Williamsburg. Like I'm doing St. Mark's with him on Thursday.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Now you're gonna meet people that were kind of starting out. You were gentle to them, and every time they grow, you grow a notch. And that's gonna be forever now, because that guy's gonna leave that club and take over a film production company. And some days on the court and go, "Lee, I might have a role for you as a plumber."
He writes movies, actually.
So
speaking
who the fuck
of
do you
him,
think you're dealing with?
oh yeah, Mike's a fucking
These
killer.
motherfuckers don't know that, man. It's a weird world, but it all starts on that fucking stage. Don't ever go crazy on me. It all starts on that stage. I don't want people putting words in my mouth. It all starts on that stage.
Right.
I need to get you in a club to grill it out 7 nights a week at 11:15 at night.
I'd love it.
I don't want you there at 9. I don't want you there at 10. You have to start earning to move forward. Okay? And that's going to teach you how to grind. When you sit there and watch the 2 comics before you, one of them eats shit, and the other guy don't even have a fucking clue. And now before he goes off the stage and brings you up, 8 people get up and walk out. That's what you need to learn.
What do you mean before you get up? As you're walking on stage, they're fucking.
As you're walking on stage, they're pushing you over to get off. That teaches
Let me the fuck out. Yeah.
That teaches you balance, because right away I don't want you to go on stage and go, "Oh, they hate Jews," something like that.
Right.
That's the education now for you.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years of that grinding shit, where fucking somebody comes in like, "I'll find out what time you go up, and I know you have a set after that. And I'll come in right when you're going up and do a guest spot." And do 35 minutes to keep you in the back sweating up a storm. "I got a spot up on that." Fuck you. You're losing this 15 and the 15 you were making at that club. Why? Because Big Daddy Kane came to rumble your world. Because I need to rumble his world. He don't get his world. None of these young comics get their world rumbled.
Yes, we do.
And it's a pleasure to do it, and they grow more than anything. It's not about you. It's about them. You got to put them in a bad fucking position. How do you eat? When you ate pussy, anybody there coaching you?
Never.
No, she put that monkey in your face and straddled you, and that clit's right there like a piece of wonton. You could either bite it straight ahead, or you could go sideways and wear a neck brace like a Jew in heat for a month. You know what I'm saying? So you're there, not me.
Right.
You're there, not me. You're not going to learn by going up at 9:30 in front of the prime audience. Hey, it's late. No, you're going to learn by fucking going up on stage and you see a guy under the table working his own nutsack, and you're like, And you got to keep your composure. The first time I saw that dog, I didn't know what, like instant composure to fly off the stage and kick him in the mouth. But I had to look at the guy, and he's sick. What do you want me to do? He's up there touching his balls while you're on stage.
I haven't had that. I have had a couple make out during my show, like fucking go at it.
Don't worry. You should have joined in and did a threesome.
Oh, I did call him out on it, which was great.
That's where you fucked up, right there. When people are swapping spit, you call a timeout, and you creep while you sleep up to them, and you put the phone on. You Instagram it, and you go, hello. And watch him pop up. If he hits you, you get $50,000 from the club and from him. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be a Jew, be a Jew. That's all I ask.
I'm doing what I can.
All right, where you at this week?
This week I got a good week. Tuesday night I'm at Luxor Lounge. Thursday I'm at St. Mark's early, then with you at the dojo, and then the big ones this weekend. Friday, Saturday I'm at the Philadelphia Punchline with Josh Wolf.
Oh, shit. All my Philly peeps, come out there, support Lee. The
great.
Eagles won last week, and you're happy. You know what I'm saying? When the Eagles win, it's a good town. When they lose the week before, I don't know. People walk around angry and shit.
No, they'll be
fuck
happy.
You looking at? You a Met fan, motherfucker? I think the NBA season starts this week.
Soon, yeah.
Really? It's not the 21st. They broke my fucking heart. All right, well, I got nothing going on. I got the dojo with these guys on Thursday. Then Halloween week is off. We're going to find some hole to do comedy at. Then the following week, November 5th, is sold out at the Dress Factory. And then we're in Washington, D.C. on the 8th. What's the name of the place? MGM National Harbor. Are you kidding me? Or what? Then we come back to Philadelphia. Dun, 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 dun. Chino! Dun, dun. I love you, motherfuckers. Stay black. Have a great week. Lee, it was always a pleasure seeing you.
Good to see you.
Look,
buddy.
you had the little retarded hoof up when I looked over at you. I caught you. It was one hoof up. You were right. You were ready to fucking go backwards on me to autism
I wish
camp.
I could. I wish I
1978.
could.
All right. I love you guys. Have a great week. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next week. Stay black.